Okay, so
You gotta talk.
we're training the boy to drive here. We've been practicing this for a little while. I showed him, he's got his learners. There is a licensed driver in with him, but he's just going to go around the park. So what I've done is I don't have any pylon, so I just put some rocks out here from there. Teaching him how to get into a spot. Now I'm teaching him that this is a full lot of cars. The rocks mean it's cars. That's the stall he's got to go, and there's cars in here. So we're doing it on an empty lot, but theoretically it's a full lot. So I've taught him how to park. He's signaling, which is good. Let's see if he does it or if he's... Oh, he kind of overshot it a little bit. Not bad. Well, he didn't hit the cars that would have been parked there. That's good. I showed him how to overshoot it so he can get in straight before he was running over the rocks. And he's got her. Right. Brakes on. In park. Backed out from the rocks. Well, he waited a little bit there to turn his tires, but not bad. And a little close to them cars. Would have been there, but it's alright. He's got her. He did it in one shot this time. Usually it takes him two. Alright. Rolled down the wrong window. How was that? You did better that time. You did it in one shot backing up. Alright. Well, that was parking. Mark's first time on the highway.
It's a highway? Holy.
Driver training for the learner's permit guy.
$70?
90? Or did it change? I didn't notice. I think it's 90 still. Yep. Try not to be too jerky on the wheel, right? Maintain 90. So the cars behind you will be annoyed with a slow driver. Now you're going to notice when this big rig goes by, he's going to hit you with a gust of, and in low pockets there'll be water on the road, like right there. Yeah. So these that white sign there will tell you the highway number, 623.
Yeah.
Of course, you know your sign, stop sign ahead. This tells you we want to go to Leduc, 8K. Then you're signaling. Yep. Now this is
Where's the stop sign? Okay.
stop line there. Now the traffic on this highway has the right of way, so you have to make sure it's safe to go. It looks like you're good. There was a big accident here. A bunch of kids died.
Actually,
That's a big hill right there.
Yeah.
I know.
Rainy day today for drivers learning, for the learning.
So you're getting used to it now.
Lots of water in the ditches. So one thing you want to be aware of is when you have rain or lots of water on the roads, you can get pooling water, right? Like a puddle on the road.
Yeah.
And if you hit it, your tires will float up on the water, and it's called hydroplaning. So you'll lose your steering. So you have to be aware if you're traveling along at speed and there's a big puddle, you might want to be a little more cautious sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Because you'll lose your steering and it sucks. But it's usually short term, right? Until you get across the water. It's just something to keep in mind. If it's a big puddle and you're on highway speeds, you could hydroplane and momentarily lose your steering or braking or whatever. So he's been driving around the park, industrial park, and practiced some parking, and now he's out on the highway, his first time in the rain, so two challenges in one. First time on the highway and in the rain. Lucky you. So that just means truck's turning, right? Say hi, sweetheart.
Hi!
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everyone!
It's driver training day.
It's a driving training day for our son.
Yep. Okay.
Straight?
Yep. And just keep going straight here, right into town. With the old truck. Oh, see the big bumps?
Yeah.
So if you see them coming up, right? You see this little bump there? Yep. You just kind of go over a little bit so that you straddle it, which means your tires are on either side, right? Makes it for a smoother ride for you and your passengers, and easier on the old suspension. Rough roads in our province here with all the wet weather we've been having these last couple years. Ooh, some big bumps there. You're doing the right thing though. You're doing your best to avoid them. Sometimes you can't. You have to slow down a little bit. There's so many bad roads. Sunday drive. $70 ahead.
So I don't need to press my brake, right? Just
You can ease off the pedal, off the gas pedal, off the accelerator.
Where it goes. Right to it.
Yep, this is the dump road that we're coming in on here now. Great.
dump road, what's that?
The landfill. That's the road we're on now. It takes you over to the landfill. So speed limit's 50 coming up, so you want to be doing 50 by the sign. And the police really enforce this stretch of road, so I would be careful. Really anal about it.
Straight?
Get in the right lane, like that where that pickup truck is. Your speed. So if you find them wipers are annoying, you can turn them down a notch.
Okay.
There you go. You start hearing that whoop, whoop, that means the dry wipers, eh?
Then what?
Take a right up here. We'll go by the rec center. Right at the lights. See, now normally I wouldn't signal back here because people would think that you're turning into this apartment building right here.
Right.
So you would signal about here after at the turn, right?
You can go now?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
green,
green.
right? So you're watching for pedestrians on your right. Stay in your right lane.
Stay in your right lane.
Yep. There you go. So when you're coming up to a light like that and you have a green, a lot of the times the pedestrians will also have the walk signal.
Yeah.
So before you initiate your turn, do a quick shoulder check, make sure there's nobody on a bike coming up real fast, a pedal bike or a pedestrian crossing, right?
The rec center.
There's the rec center where you like to go play that's been closed because of coronavirus.
Oh my god. Whew. I was trying to press like the go button,
There's
but
a
then I
chance we're
actually.
gonna bang out.
The go button.
Yeah, no, the acceleration button.
Accelerator.
The accelerator, yeah.
The pedal,
but
the
then
gas
I
pedal.
pressed the brake and.
So we made him drive into the Walmart.
Yeah, first try. Like this is my first time driving. Going to Walmart.
Yeah.
That's great.
Trial by fire.
On the rain. Like how? Oh, nobody does that.
Drive to the Walmart.
Show the Walmart. You have to show
Holy.
the Walmart.
We showed the Walmart. So, how was your first day of driving
It was great until I went there, right there.
until you got into heavy traffic?
Yeah.
You know, we had to do some lane changing and some 3-lane traffic changing and some turning arrows, which is no big deal. So when you're changing lanes and you're in traffic flow, you can't stop in a lane,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. No.
And when you're gonna change lanes, what are you not doing that you need to be doing?
Shoulder check.
Shoulder checking.
Okay. But that's like
Just a quick look. You don't have to hold the look, just a
Like,
quick look. And the other way,
this way.
right? Yep. When you're changing lanes, what do? Signal,
Signal.
mirrors,
Mirror check. Shoulder check.
and when you're gonna shoulder check, and then
See
you're
what's in
sure
front of
you're
you.
good to go, right?
Yes.
And you don't stop in the traffic, you keep flowing. The whole time you're doing that, you're aware of the cars in front of you so you don't rear end somebody, right? It's your first time. You did really well. I'm very impressed.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good job. Good job on the.
But I'm still better. I was still better.
Now,
No. No.
I'm gonna have to say Raymar did better on his first driving day than Marcel.
Oh my god!
What?
Love you.
That's a great. I love you too.
Where did you go? Where did you go the first time?
She pretty much did the same thing that you did.
She went here.
She did all the same things.
But did
She
go
went
here?
into traffic, yeah.
I went in the traffic too. I want drove in
Yeah,
long
he said
highways.
that.
Everything. The parking
Everything.
practice, the driving around the industrial park with learning the vehicle, the highways, and then a little trial by fire in traffic to see how you handle the stress. It's always scary your first time. I tell you what, when I first started driving, I was scared yitless to drive in the city because all the cars and the lights. But as long as you follow the traffic rules and the lights, the roads will tell you where you need to be, where you want to go. There'll be lights and signs. You follow the signs, you follow everything, and you should be pretty safe, right? Smooth driver, safe driver, everything's usually pretty good. So okay, so that was driver training day. Simple. First day ever driving
Yeah.
a car, right? There's no tricycle here.
No.
This is the real McCoy. So and you could be like these dorks walking dorks, driving dork. So all right, we're gonna go in the Walmart. Just figured we'd make a little video on driver training. Okay, hit the button, killer. There we go. Congratulations, good job.
Thank you.
Over and out. Share, like, subscribe.
Share, like, subscribe.
Share, like, subscribe.
Such easy.